Today I'm going to be colouring my hair with this Clairol Nice and Easy semi-permanent mahogany dye, and I've got my light up really bright as you can see. I don't normally use semi-permanent dyes, so I've got no idea how this is going to work out. I'll put a timestamp here so that you can see when I actually start to open this up and read the instructions. But before that I'm going to give a brief explanation of what's been going on with my hair lately, because I've got no idea if this is even going to work. But basically my hair was this colour for quite some time, and I decided I wanted it to be darker, almost black. So to achieve that look, I went over it with this colour, and I really feel like I got like an almost black colour. But I'm really lazy when I dye my hair. I do my roots, I put my head over the bath, and then I just like rub it on like that. So because I do that, I end up with like bits that I've missed. Because I've got natural highlights in my hair, it does normally turn out different colours anyway, but I just want you to see how much of this I've actually missed. So the first time I dyed it with the colour, I had loads of bits missing and I couldn't wear it down. And the second time I did it, I've still got quite a few bits like lighter, but I've got this light up so that you can really see the different tones in my hair. So you can see this bit here is like a lot lighter compared to this piece. So that's just to give you an idea of what it looks like beforehand, because this one that I'm about to use is obviously not going to come out even because of the way it is underneath. This side's a bit worse. Let me just show you. You can see there's bits in there that I've really missed. But it doesn't really bother me because I wasn't planning on wearing my hair down. Now, as you can see, I'm not a hairdresser, so if you take any of my advice, that's at your own risk. But what I'm going to do now is open this up, show you the instructions, and I'm going to dye my hair and hope that it makes a change, but it doesn't dye my roots too light. I originally wanted a permanent, I think it was copper auburn, and it was stunning. They didn't have any in Boots, and they only had one in Superdrug, and I needed 3 to 4 dyes, so I bought 4 of these for my hair. I didn't want to buy anything too light because I don't want my roots to be really light and the rest of it to be really dark. Honestly, my hair's really dirty, excuse that, but I prefer to dye my hair when it's a bit greasy. So let's get into this box. So as I mentioned, this is the Clairol Nice and Easy semi-permanent colour, and it's in shade Mahogany. Now that I'm looking at this in the house, it's a lot lighter looking than what it was in the shop, but it doesn't really matter, I'm just going to go for it anyway. This should be the results. Now I'm hoping that my roots don't turn out too much like this and the rest of it like that, but I've took the risk now. I do have other dyes that I can put over it if this really doesn't turn out good. The instructions say that you apply this straight to dry hair, put it through the hair in even lengths, and then you only leave it in for 15 minutes. That doesn't really seem like a long time. I think I'll leave it in for half an hour, and then rinse it out and add the conditioner. We've got the colour formula, the developing lotion, the conditioner and some gloves, and I bought this separately a while ago. I don't normally use one of these, but I'm going to use it to try and get a more even coverage this time, so wish me luck. I left this in for half an hour, and as you can see my roots turned out completely ginger, even lighter than what it showed you in the box. My natural hair colour is dark blonde, and I do think I've got some grey hairs as well, so that's why this ended up so bright. As you can see, the bits that I had missed before that I mentioned at the start of the video, they were really gingery looking as well. I actually liked the colour of this, but I couldn't realistically go out like this. I was going out for my friend's birthday that night. I genuinely considered leaving the house like this, but then when I got up the next morning and looked in the bathroom mirror in the sunlight, oh my god, I couldn't believe how bright it was. It's as if it got 10 times brighter. So I decided to dye over it. Luckily for me, I had 2 spare boxes of dark quartz, and I went over my whole hair. Sorry, I actually dyed this a few days ago, so it needs washed again. But it did cover it quite well. At the very root, it kind of looks like a burgundy colour, and the rest of it's went really dark. But because of the way I do my hair over the bath, I was leaning over and like underneath my hair is really dark, so it's really just this bit that needs covered again. But the next time I'm going to dye my hair, I'm just going to strip it. But even though it did what I thought it was going to do and my roots went screaming orange, I would still recommend that dye, because for a semi-permanent dye, it really covered my hair well, and I thought that the colour was stunning. I mean, it was really ginger, but if you like ginger hair, then you're probably going to like that, and I would still recommend it. So in the end, I just ended up with the same colour as I've had for a few months. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Bye!